Look, we're gonna move on to the watches. Now, last hour, I had an opportunity to work with Paul Woods, who presents the Croton beautiful line of watches that we have for you here at HSN. And Croton, again, is not an exclusive brand. It is a brand that is known worldwide for quality status watches. And the one that you see right here, let me get it so the glare is gone so that you can really appreciate how special this watch is. This is a genuine U.S. silver dollar right there. And I'm gonna kind of take you on a full tour of this. But it is a genuine, and when I say a silver dollar, yes, that is actual currency, actual U.S. currency that has been with permission, because you know that you cannot, it is illegal to deface any type of U.S. currency, whether it's coins or paper money. So with permission, Croton was able to create this watch, and it is so special, but it's also very limited. On the front, as with U.S. coins, you have a front and a back of the coin. This is the front of the coin. You can see that beautiful eagle design with the crest on the center. You've got the stars up above, and then going all the way around, United States of America, $1, fine silver, 1 ounce. Now I'm gonna take this off because this, and I wanna show you the underside of the watch, because not only does it look good this way, take a look at it right here. This is the back of the coin, the actual back of the coin. Now, the way that they create this, and this is Lady Liberty, walking Lady Liberty, beautiful, isn't she? So, and it's all in relief, so you can feel it just like a genuine coin, because it is a genuine coin. Down at the bottom, it's got the date, 2016. Now, Croton does this every year. They only do about 600 of them, and when they're gone, when they sell out, they do not recreate it. They only do about 600 for the year. And then when they're gone, you have to wait until next year to get the 2017 version, but there will never be another 2016 version after these few hundred sell out. Now, I'll tell you, Croton does make about 600 of them. We only started off with just fewer than 200 of them. And now they're even more and more limited, because last hour we had a full hour of Croton watches with Paul Woods. And if you were joining us then, I hope that you were able to pick up some beautiful pieces. But this is one of those watches that there's just so much symbolism to it, and it is truly 100% American. Stunning. So the way that they make this watch is that they take an actual US $1 silver coin and they split it in half. So think about how thin a coin is, and the way that they have to laser cut it in half so that you have the front half on the front of your watch, and then the back half of the coin is the back of your watch. This is a thing of beauty. It is truly not only a collector's piece, but it's also one that really, again, without saying a word, can speak volumes when you're wearing it. So whether yesterday was, we were honoring Memorial Day. So for you, maybe this is something that kind of reminds you of that and you wanna bring it into your collection. Of course, this summer we have all of the patriotic holidays, but maybe for you, every day is a patriotic day living in this country, the United States of America. Maybe when you're looking at this, it reminds you of when you served in the armed forces, or it's a commemoration of somebody special to you who has served in the armed forces. This is a beautiful watch that you can go ahead and wear every single day. It is large enough for men. Women can wear it as well. You saw Valerie wearing this one. If you want it, it is very limited. We will have a